Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something super fascinating and a bit spooky. You've probably heard of the Chernobyl disaster. It was one of the worst nuclear accidents in history back in 1986. But you might not know just how deeply this event has influenced our culture and the stories we tell. Yep, I'm talking about monsters. So grab your popcorn and settle in as we explore different types of monsters that have sprouted from the shadows of Chernobyl. All right, let's kick things off with a little history. Chernobyl is located in Ukraine, and the disaster took place on April 26, 1986, following a reactor explosion. This wasn't just any accident. It was a catastrophic event that released a massive amount of radioactive material into the environment. The result? An entire city, Pripyat, was evacuated overnight. Can you imagine living somewhere and having to leave everything behind? The fallout from this disaster further affected not just people, but the entire ecosystem in the area. Radiation seeped into the soil, impacting plants and animals in ways we're still trying to understand. This leads us to think about the creatures that inhabit this surreal landscape today. Now, let's get to the good stuff, the monsters. First off, we have the mutated animals. In thrilling tales of Chernobyl, a lot of focus is placed on the wildlife that still roams the area. Animals like wolves, deer, and even wild boars have shown unusual mutations thought to be a result of radiation exposure. Some reports even speak of eerie colorations and defined physical deformities. It's as if nature decided to take a wild twist due to the radiation. Then, there's the rich tapestry of urban legends. One of the most iconic is about the Red Forest. This is a place where the trees turned a reddish color after absorbing massive doses of radiation. Local lore tells us about bizarre creatures lurking there. Who could resist weaving a monster into this tragic tale? Another intriguing legend is the Black Bird of Chernobyl. It's said to be an omen, often associated with bad luck and misfortune. Just imagine a dark silhouette against the eerie backdrop of abandoned structures. Definitely sends chills down your spine. Now, let's talk about ghosts. Reports of ghost sightings in Pripyat have become common folklore. The haunting tales often feature living ghosts. These are the echoes of memories left behind by those who lived there. It's an emotional reminder of a community that was shattered in an instant. Speaking of haunting, how about the abandoned buildings? The empty schools, hospitals, and that creepy Ferris wheel all tell stories of a past life. As nature takes over, it turns these structures into eerie sentinels of what once was. When you think about them, they almost take on a life of their own. Spooky, right? Now, let's fast forward to the modern world and how Chernobyl has inspired various media. If you're a gamer, you've probably heard of titles like Stalker and Chernobylite. These games have crafted an entire universe filled with hostile entities, mutants, and haunting atmospheres. They do a fantastic job of capturing that post-apocalyptic vibe while weaving in some real historical elements. It's a blend of fiction that perfectly touches on our fears of the unknown. And we can't forget films. Movies featuring Chernobyl's legacy often delve into mysterious creatures or surreal depictions of the disaster. They've inadvertently created a whole new generation of stories that blur the lines between myth and reality. Watching these films can be an intense experience as they bring Chernobyl's chilling history right to our screens. Now, why do you think we create monsters out of tragedies like Chernobyl? It's fascinating because it provides a means of coping. When faced with the unknown, our imaginations seem to fill in the gaps with terrifying creatures that symbolize our fears of radiation and disaster. It's a complex human reaction to trauma, often resulting in creative storytelling. So there you have it, a whirlwind tour of the monstrous side of Chernobyl. From mutations and urban legends to ghost stories and psychological reflections, Chernobyl remains a rich subject for discussion and creativity. Let me know your favorite Chernobyl monster or story in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more chilling content. Thanks for hanging out today, and see you next time.